Welcome back, everybody. We are here for another episode of Indie Reads Aloud. I have so much fun meeting new authors, and I'm so thrilled that I get to bring them to you. Today, Holly DiBella-McCarthy is coming back again. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so glad that you came back.
Thank you. It was so much fun the first time. I had to come back and do it again.
I'm so glad you did because you write about ducks. Now,
I do.
the other fun thing is that I am also a marching band addict, and not a lot of people know that about me. So
Mhm.
I'm coming out of the closet. I am a marching band addict. So the idea of ducks on parade kind of hits me in a really happy place. Uh, Aside from the alliteration, what was the idea that drove you to write about a parade? Where'd you get that idea?
When I first started writing the second book in the Dilly series, I wanted to continue writing a concept book, a book that children not only could enjoy, but could learn skills from. And I decided to do one on color. And there's so many books on color out there.
Yeah.
I needed to do something with a different spin, and somehow a parade came to me, and finding color for the color parade came to me, and it all worked into the nature of my setting, which is Wonder Wake. So it just worked.
So we all know growing up with P.D. Eastman and Dr. Seuss and so many others that rhyming in children's books is something that children really respond to. Just as a mom, and for maybe some of the moms out there and the dads for that matter, is there something in the educational process? Is there a reason why rhyming books are so great for little people? Or
Yes,
do
it's
we just like them?
well, we like them because of their lyrical quality, and we like them because they hold the attention of children. But as an educator, I like them because rhyming is a critical pre-reading skill. So, in order for kids to learn how to read fluently, they do need to understand the basics of rhyming, which is why we begin teaching rhyming in preschool. So the more kids are exposed to rhyming prior to entering preschool, the more able they will be to pick up the sounds and the phonics of reading.
That's fantastic. I didn't realize that rhyming was so critical to
Yeah,
a little person's development. I just thought it was fun.
it's
You know,
that too.
it was fun for my son growing up to see how many times I messed up Fox and Socks. So, um, so in our last episode, we talked about why you chose this age group. What are you hoping parents get out of these books?
I'm hoping that by writing concept books, parents will understand the concepts that are needed for kindergarten success. So I have the concepts of counting, for example, in my first book, and
Mm-hmm.
rhyming, of course. The second book, I have the coloring, but also I'm hoping to open up both parents and kids' view of the world. We have a very diverse world, and
Mm-hmm.
it's important to get along with people. In the second book that I am about to read, the new character, Billy Beaver, he has a hidden disability. And as a former special education teacher, I know that there are many, many, many children out there with hidden disabilities. You can't
Sure.
see, they look like a typically developing child, but there's a struggle, there's something going on. And the same with adults, too.
Sure.
So I want to teach empathy and compassion through my books, as well as the educational pre-reading,
That's
pre-math skills.
fantastic. I think that's extraordinary. What a great idea. And a beaver. I can't wait to meet him. That's going to be so much fun. When you are ready, please take the microphone and read aloud.
All right, share my screen.
Yes, because the pictures, those are important.
Here we go. Dilly Duck Plans a Parade by Holly DiBella-McCarthy and Pradia Chatterjee is the illustrator. There's the flock, and there's the new character, Billy Beaver. This one's to Brendan Patrick McCarthy. Thank you for being the inspiration for my Billy Beaver character. Your strong work ethic, thirst for new knowledge, and compassionate heart make you a grand marshal in the parade of life. Tap, tap, tap. Dilly Duck tapped her beak upon the lodge's door. She tapped so hard the shelter shook from its roof right down to its floor. Wake up, Billy Beaver. I'm here to ask for help today. We want to make a colorful parade. Can you help us? What do you say? Billy yawned and stretched in his den on a bank in Wonderwake. Why must he rise after working all night on his dam in the lake? Tap, tap, tap. The tapping got louder and louder, and it seemed that it just wouldn't end. So Billy Beaver swam under the water and surfaced to welcome his friend. Dilly Duck splashed in the lake and greeted her pal with a shout, excited to share what the crew's fun and fancy plan was all about. Today is parade day. So far we have 10 little ducks for the line. Let's gather colors around the lake so our ducky parade will shine. I can chop, sighed Billy, and build woody places. I'm strong and I'm wonderfully fit. But finding colors that cannot be seen, I'd not be much help, not one tiny bit. Dilly's friend was colorblind, so he didn't see that well. But Billy could still help because his other skills were swell. Seeing brown is easy for you, but there are many colors to be found. Let's work together to find those colors by smell, by touch, and by sound. So off paddled Billy with his nose in the air, sniff, sniff, sniff. Back in a flash, loud chatter was heard. I only found brown, but take a whiff. Delighted, Dilly laughed and flapped and let out a quack and a coo. Billy's nose had really discovered some pink, some purple, and blue. Then Dilly Duck gathered some green to build a flat, unsinkable boat to make sure all the sweet-smelling colors would safely stay afloat. Billy Beaver swam away, a pleased and happy fellow, and came back with lovely shades of orange, black, and yellow. All the colors that Billy had found were felt with his paws and his face. Wow, Billy beamed. There are so many colors hiding all over this place. As Dilly worked, Billy's ears were wiggling up and down. Then Billy Beaver returned with red and white and brown. You found some brown, whistled Dilly, by the croak of a frog that you heard, and white from a swan's flapping wings, and red from a chirping bird. Look here on the float, even though your sight is poor, you smelled blue, and these other colors you sensed by touch and by sound. How clever are you? Thank you, friend, proud Billy gushed, for showing me that I can see well enough. The flock then saw their friends returning, towing some colorful stuff. With honks and hoots and quacks galore, the ducks sang a favorite chime. Friends help friends, let's go, line up, it's parade time. And there it is, the end.
That is fantastic. Oh my gosh. I love this is so much fun. I love the connection you make to all five senses. I love that you don't forget that sometimes we can smell and see things in different ways and
That's
get a similar response, right?
That's right, and actually the, 5 senses is taught in the, grades of kindergarten and beginning 1st grade. It's in the kindergarten curriculum, so another way to connect with, kindergarten skills prior to entering kindergarten.
That's so much fun. Oh my gosh, so great. Tell us about book three in the green room. You said a little bit that you were working on your next book. What's this one going to be about?
I am, it's the 3rd Dilly Duck in the series, and it's called Dilly Duck Saves the Day. And it is due out by end of spring, maybe early summer. Same illustrator, so the colors and the illustrations will be just vibrant like the other 2.
Great.
The same Dilly Duck character, and then we introduce a new character in Dilly Duck Saves the Day as well.
What fun. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so great. So now I have to go buy your books and you have to sign them for me so that I can have them in my personal collection.
Absolutely, I would love to do that.
That's so much fun. Um, have you thought about ever writing a story that wasn't for children, maybe an adult book of some sort?
I've written many articles, journal articles, and a chapter of a couple of different books for educators. And I am working on a book currently for first year teachers. So that,
Awesome.
yeah, so I'm hoping to bring first year teachers out of the classroom and out of their student teaching to have a successful first year via examples and inspirational musings.
That's fantastic. I know that you are going to be a great resource for those teachers.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming back onto the program. I just love having you back and I hope when you finish the next book you'll come and read for us again.
I would love to. Thank you so much for having me. Another fun day.
It's a pure joy. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
You too.